Hey, what's going on, everybody? You know who it is, the JJ back at it like an addict, no rehab, because I'm addicted to giving you guys all this advice and information you're gonna need to get that car of your dreams open and keep you open running. And overall, just give you overall general advice and knowledge that I can spread to anybody. I mean, everybody's not gonna take all the information or advice, but hey, if it works for you, it will work. It'll work for you. Right now, we want to go over the first time auto buyer program, and I'll be basing this off of the Great Alliance Federal Credit Union's guidelines. This is who I found online to use, but most credit unions guidelines are going to be about the same. Most people should already know you got to be 18 years or older to get approved. I mean, because they won't finance you a vehicle, or you can't really sell a vehicle to. You're not supposed to sell a vehicle to people under the age of 18. I know it probably happens out there all the time, but you're not supposed to. You will get approved. You will get the good interest rates, so you won't be getting taxed with the normal 21% interest rate. But it's people like that have bad credit, and I know some states interest rate is higher than 21%. So if you don't want to get screwed over the first time buying a car, go to your local bank credit union, and they don't require you to have any credit or auto loan history, and you only have to have an income of $1,000 a month. And this credit union allows you to skip one payment during the life of the loan. And on new cars, they will offer you a rate as low as 10.24%. And on used vehicles, 10.49%. And that's up to 60 months. And this credit union also offers debt protection. So some credit unions might do this, some credit unions might. This is the Greater Alliance Federal Credit Union. I'll reiterate that again. I'll have their link in the description just in case there's one near you that you want to go to and check out. But the first time buyers program is a helpful program to basically help you guys that hasn't ever financed a vehicle or trying to get your credit established, for you guys that don't have anything on your credit, not for you to get screwed over the first time you buy a car. Because a lot of times when you're young, you don't know anything about credit. And a lot of times people don't teach you anything about credit. So you just go out there and get you a car, or your friend then went out there to a buy here, pay here car lot, and now they done told you like, hey, I got my car from over here, and now what do? Now you go get your car from over there. Then you tell your next friend, your next friend, your next friend, and now they might get a car from this buy here, pay here. Might be good for them. The car you might get may not be no good, or you might get the car and you lose your job, and now you can't afford it because you're paying every 2 weeks and stuff like that. You never know what might happen. So you want to get a car at a price that you can afford, and get you a budget in line, so just in case like something happens, like you're not too far, like your payments are not too crazy or anything like that. So first time buyers program, printed out a couple of deals, because with a first time buyers program you're going to get anywhere from about 9% to about 15% interest rate. So, and they're going to approve you on a used vehicle for, just depends on the year of the used vehicle. You can get approved up to 60 months. That's 5 years. Me, I wouldn't suggest you do that off the bat. I financed my first car when I was 19. It was a 2013 Toyota, so it was a new car at the time. And I got qualified for 0% interest, but I had a secured credit card at the time. It was a secured credit card for like $250 limit. I use about $40 a month, and you just steady pay on your secured credit card. It helps, to help you build your credit. So when you at the dealership and they do pull your credit, they will show you that you have some credit history. It's showing that you know how to make your payments on time. But I was working at the Toyota dealership as well, so I got to qualify for the 0% interest rate. I know some of you guys don't work for a dealership that's probably viewing this video, so it won't happen for you guys. But you do go to your local bank, your local credit union, or sometimes the dealerships will help you out. But hey, if you can go to your local credit union or bank and get that established and get your budget all in order, so get you what you want to pay in your car payment. You want to, I suggest you call a couple of insurance companies and get you just quotes on, like, I wouldn't say the newest vehicle at the time. So like we're in the year 2020, I'll say get you some insurance quotes for about 2014 vehicles and back, just to see like how much your typical insurance will run on the vehicle. Just give them like a certain year, make, and model, and just see typically how much your full coverage insurance is going to run you, because you're going to need it. And some of you guys might get help from your parents. Your parents might put you on their insurance, hey, so it might help you out. But you know, you're gonna be looking at a payment of like no more than $280. So that's why you want to go get the first time buyer program. And $280 is on the high end. That's if you know this first time buyer, this bank approved you for the 15%. If you get approved for the 9%, you're gonna be looking at a payment around like $190, $200. And with a first time buyer program, you don't really have to put any money down. You're not required to put any money down. Some credit unions or banks may require you to put a little bit of money down, but most of the time you won't have to put any money down. So you can save that money and just put that money that you were going to put down, just put that towards your payments, so that'll knock out a big chunk of your payments. So you know you'll be on the positive end. So when you get started, so that will help you out. So you don't have to put any down payment a lot of times for the first time buyer program. And like I say, I would suggest you go out there and just get you a little small starter car, starter SUV, a little starter truck. It doesn't have to be the fanciest stuff like that, because you don't want to get in over your head, because you never know what can happen. You can lose your job, you can get hurt on your job, and you can't afford it. So you don't want to get nothing where it's just too outrageous that you can't be able to handle for a couple months. Just say if you lost your job or something like that, or you got injured on your job, whereas your payments is like $400 or $500 a month, and you know you can't afford it. So now you're getting a repo on your credit, and you don't want that to happen, because you can mess up your credit so quick, and then it takes forever to build your credit back up, because you know a repo stays on your credit for 7 years. So that's 7 years. So just say if you finance that car at 19 and got a repo, it won't be off your credit until you're 26 years old. That's 7 years of having like bad credit. And I've been working in the car business for 7 years, and it's crazy that you'll see like young people, way young at the time. It was people my age, younger than me, with like 400 credit scores, 500 credit scores, already 2 or 3 repossessions. And I don't want that to happen to anybody or to any of your customers. So you want to educate your customers as much as possible. So you know, if your customer comes in, they don't have anything on your credit, tell them to go to their bank, get their pre-approval. You want to help them out. And if you haven't been to a dealership already, go to your bank, get their pre-approval. Like I said, keep your budget around like $8,000. That's what I would say for your first car. So the $8,000 will be the total price that you want to get from your bank, and they want to be included in your gap insurance. They want to include your extended service contract, and it includes the vehicle itself. So you know you're all covered while you're driving the car. You don't have any worries. So if anything go wrong on a vehicle, you just take it into the dealership. They fix it, keep you going. If your vehicle gets totaled out, your gap insurance covers that. But this video is just want to be informative and helpful for you guys. Don't want it to be too long and stuff like that. But like I said, first time buyer program, go to your local bank, credit union, get that information, learn, and get your budget in mind, figure out what you want to do. You know, I don't want you to get taken advantage of the first time you buy a car. This is just, the video ran a little bit longer than I wanted, but if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I will be dropping more information and knowledge on all things car related, all things car business related. So this is the end of this video. I'm out. Thank you guys for watching. And